All right, guys, this is next video. This is on how to do the fractional math for your garden. This one will be a little shorter than the last one. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to do a quick calculation of what percentage or what fractional representation each of your legend colors is to the total of both A and B. If you just have one area that you've done, just use that, okay? We can make that work. The other thing is that if your area isn't 100, this is just like calculating the area. So let's say that your garden space used this much. Okay, let's say that you decided to use, this was your square. Let's just make this something so it stands out. It's the color I don't have. Like so. Well, then what you do is you'd add up. So this is, I know this is 10. This would be 11 squares wide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you have 11 by 16, right? So if we take that, if you have 11 squares, the length is 11, the width is 16. How would we find out how many squares are in the middle? Well, that's exactly what area is. So this is going to be length times width. So the area is going to equal 11 times 16. I know 10 times 16 is 160, right? So if we add one more 16 to that, it's going to be 171 centimeters squared. Well, maybe I still have that in there. Yeah, cool. 171 centimeters squared. Okay, so that number is the number you're going to be using down below. Okay, so just remember, if you've done it as I set it out, you can do it just like I do. If you don't, you have to just use a different denominator, which is a number beneath the fraction. So my first one here, A group, has a 10 by 10 square. So that's going to give me 100 squares. Now, we want to find out what fraction the indigenous plants are. Now, my indigenous plants is this one here, the blue one. So I start counting. I got 1, 2. Here, maybe I can do it this way so you can follow where I'm going. Just make a little tiny square. Whoop. Like so. Ooh, that looks like National Geographic. That's really funny. I made National Geographic. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then these ones here are actually half. So I've got 6, 2 is 7, 2 more is 8, about 9. So I estimate it doesn't have to be perfect. 9 out of 100 of these squares are blue. Next one is my walkway. This one's pretty straightforward. So if I take this, whoa, come on, my little friend. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2 halves is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, I'm going to say. Notice how I'm not going to fuss about if it's not perfect. Remember that. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just get some numbers. Okay, raised beds. Now my raised beds are these lovely kind of squares. It's actually the triangles here. So this is a group of 4 here, which is a raised bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, say 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. We're going to say 23. 23 out of the 100 are my raised beds. Picnic tables are 2 9 squares. These are each 3 by 3. It's this section up here. Now this one should be nice and quick for you. So that square there is 3 by 3. I have 2 of those. So 9 and 9 is going to be 18 out of 100. And the last one I have is my totem pole display. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it's 10. It's 10 wide, plus 1 is 11. So I get 11 out of 100. If you wanted to be very diligent, add these up. It should be within 1 or 2 squares. If not, you can just adjust it. Once I do that, halfway done. Next thing I'm going to do is we are going to go over to B. Now B originally was supposed to be 5 squares, 5 meters, by 14 squares, 14 meters. Therefore, 5 times 14 is going to be 74 squares. We do the same thing. Here we go. I have indigenous plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Woo! 36 out of what? 36 out of what? Is it out of 100? Answer. If you said 100, pay attention because you'll do it wrong. This is the second side. My total area is 74. Walkway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I get 18 out of 74. Raised beds. I've got 4, 8, 12. 12 out of 74. Picnic tables. This one's a weird one. I've got, it's actually a 1, 2, 3, 4 by 2. 4 by 2. 4 times 2. It's going to be 8 out of 74. Not very much. Totem pole display. I don't have a totem pole display. You notice one thing I didn't put in? I forgot to put in my bushes. So I'm just not going to do it, but you should have every element, all 6 elements of your legend you should have up here. All right? Add them up, all the numerators. Now remember, when you do this, your fractions are actually going to look, let's see, command, underline, your fractions are going to look more like this. Okay, 5 out of 6, or we could do 12 out of 100. Yours will look top and bottom because I'm using a computer. This is how we write fractions on a computer, just with a backslash. All right, hope that helps, guys. That's all. Grade 7s. If you don't know how to do Pythagoras, watch the videos. If you still don't get it, don't worry, that's next week's lesson. And also circles, we're going to do area and circumference next week. Thanks, guys. Have a good week.